Microphone's on. Woman drinker. Kusazang po. Chemtro. Salamat pagyabakaba. Sana Sante Bawana. Talofa. G'day, how are you? Bear with me. I want to make this video short. Mind you, I've already made a video today, but it's a little bit too long, 50 minutes. And I know you people have got a shorter attention span. That's just the way society is nowadays, isn't it? Short attention span. For those who don't know me, my name is Ross, and welcome to Oscar Bento Visual Ethnography and Storytelling. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe, but obviously if you want to subscribe and like and all of that, hoo-ha, you can. And if you want to comment, please be respectful. Otherwise I'll kick your ass. I'm an Australian. I'm down here in Melbourne, Victoria, and over the past 3 years I've had encounters with what we call here in Australia a yowie, or Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, or Sabe, or Yeti, or Junjiti, or Yahoo, or rock apes, mountain giants, whatever term you want to give. Almas, Capri, Grassman, Hairy Man, Green Man, Jungle Man, whatever you want to call them. Bigfoot humans. Yes, I have had numerous encounters. I've seen a male cloaking or shape-shifting. I've seen a face cloaking and shape-shifting. I've had voices call out my name. I've heard a grunt, I've heard whoops, I've been followed, I've had a gut instinct to leave the bush. I've been paralleled with branches breaking lower and lower. I've smelt one. I've had at least probably a dozen interactions. I haven't asked for it. I have researched the subject, I've looked into it, watching some very, very creditable YouTube channels, or Rumble channels. I've watched films, newspaper articles, and I've even spoken to an elder in this location, Wurundjeri elder. Spoken to him about them. And obviously he's confirmed, yes, these yowie Bigfoot creatures exist. I know they exist because I've seen them and heard them and smelt them and I've been followed by them. Da-da-da-da-da. Not everyone will have an encounter. But those who do, for the most part, it's been a life-changing experience. And it's certainly been a life-changing, eyes wide open, ears wide open experience for me. I want to learn more. And obviously I've got the answer why our so-called modern society doesn't want to talk to us about it, because frankly it's a cover-up. In our so-called modern education system, Yowie, Bigfoot, Sasquatch creatures aren't spoken about. They're not taught to us, modern humans. The only way it has been taught is through ancestral knowledge for millennia by First Nations peoples, tribal peoples, hunter-gatherer peoples. You have to understand that virtually every single tribal clan or group on the face of the earth knows about them. And our stupid society covers them up because they want us to work and pay taxes and all of that hoo-ha. I want to pretend that we're the most intelligent, we're the most smartest, we're the most technologically advanced creature on earth, us Homo sapiens. No, we're not, you idiots. I don't want you to be an idiot, people. I want you to open up your eyes and open up your ears. Read books, read newspaper articles, YouTube channels, whatever you want to do. Talk to elders. Please look into it, because the last thing I want you to do is kill yourself because you accidentally stumble across the family of them, or you get post-traumatic stress disorder, or you're chased out, or you're killed by one, or you have rocks thrown at you, or a tree thrown at you, or you're frozen in fear and you look around and you can't see a goddamn thing, but you're frozen in fear. Why am I so shit scared? Something's watching me. I don't know what it is. Please educate yourself. Basically what they are, and again I want to keep this short, they are simply a human. It's been proven. I don't have to prove it to you. I'm purely a person who has had experiences like a lot of creditable people, and I will pass on my knowledge to you. It's been proven. I'll say it again. Okay? Basically, you're going to have to get knowledge from people who have seen them or heard them or smelt them or had an encounter, or newspaper articles, or especially talking to tribal elders, witch doctors, shamans, priests, monks, religious hierarchy who live with nature, whether they're a Buddhist monk perhaps, or a shaman, or an elder from the Sand people of the Kalahari, or an Inuit Eskimo, or a First Nations elder here in Australia. You have to talk to tribal peoples to get the real truth. Okay? Or other people who have had encounters, obviously. Okay? And I'll give you a warning as well. There's a lot of bullshit out there. A lot of people who want to become famous on YouTube or whatever the media platform is. Radio, whatever. It's a lot of bullshit. A lot of people who dress up in ghillie suits and gorilla costumes, who get a mate to film them behind a tree. You shake their camera and add spooky music. It's bullshit, people. Unfortunately, you're going to have to do your own homework. You're going to have to decipher between the truth and the bullshit. That's what I've had to do. But again, I'll reiterate, it's been proven. What I want to do is just pass on my knowledge. And probably one of the key points is to respect nature. Respect the outdoors. Do not litter. Don't fuck around. Don't, break branches or cut down too many trees for firewood. Only take what you need. Talk to nature. Talk to the spirits. Understand the spirits. Understand ancestral narratives. That's why you say look into tribal knowledge. I don't care what tribe it is. Because they know. They've lived alongside these other humans. Yowie, Sasquatch, Junjiti, Bigfoot, Grassman, Hairy Man, Sabe, Yowie, Yeti, witches, whatever you want to call them. They've lived alongside them in harmony for the most part. They have their land, you've got your land. Just that modern society and the education system we're in, we're not taught about it. The last thing I want you to do is not be prepared in the bush. Okay, so you have to respect the bush, first and foremost. Because I believe that if you don't respect the bush, I believe you have a higher chance of possibly being attacked by them. Have rocks thrown at you, being chased out, frozen in, you're going for a bushwalk and then you're suddenly frozen in fear. You see a fucking tree falling towards you, logs thrown through your windscreen while you're driving along a dirt road. Whatever it is, you have to respect them. You have to talk to them. I know it sounds crazy. Learn ancestral knowledge. These are basically, they are a human. Again, it's been proven. You don't have to, if you want to look at the Sasquatch genome study, by all means. Sasquatch Awareness Project, go for it. But simply they are a human. They live off the land. They live in small family groups. Just like our First Nations peoples, hunter-gatherers. Simple as that. We are not the only human on earth people. And there's various types of them, various heights, various hair colours. Some of them have 5 toes, some of them have 4 toes, some of them have 6 toes. Some of them have webbing, some of them have claws, some of them have fingernails. All sorts of, differences. There's not just the one type of Bigfoot, Yowie, Sasquatch creatures. I suspect there's hundreds of different types. And that's why every single tribal group on the face of the earth gives them a different name and a different description and a different location and what they eat. In Australia they eat crayfish and whatnot. In the USA they eat salmon and deer and elk and whatnot. They eat frogs. They're omnivores, meat and plants or nuts or berries or roots. They're omnivorous, just like us humans. Fruits and vegetables and nuts and meats. They are a human. Some may have 1 row of teeth, some have 2 rows of teeth. They come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, as I said before. Some are quite small, some are quite tall, above 16 foot tall, mountain giants. Some are tiny, apple sprites. And I wouldn't even be surprised if the descriptions in fairy tales such as fairies, goblins, pixies and elves, they're possibly these so-called Bigfoot humans as well. And even descriptions of witches. Don't get stuck on the Hollywood prototype of a witch. I believe they're called a witch because basically they have supernatural powers. They've been seen with orbs. And in a modern society, people describe a witch as having a crystal ball. I suspect that there's a correlation with that. And to me, it's pretty bloody obvious. A sabe with an orb and a witch with a crystal ball. But do your own homework, please. Okay? I believe that for the most part, fairy tales and folklore are truths, true accounts. I don't care if it's the Brothers Grimm, Hansel and Gretel, or Charles Kingsley's The Water Babies, who by the way is an ancestor of mine. The Water Babies, Charles Kingsley. Look into it. Look into all aspects. Look into Mami Wata, water spirits, bunyips, okay? Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yowies is only a starting point. Okay, I want to keep this really, really short, so I'll end it soon, but yeah. But again, I'll reiterate, the modern society we live in, it's not spoken about, and it's not spoken about for a reason, because of society's own agenda, with money and greed and all of that hoo-ha, and careers and jobs and all of that crap, okay? Humans have lived on the face of the earth for tens of thousands of years in a tribal way, hunter-gatherers, First Nations peoples, alongside nature, as I've said before, okay? So just understand that. Understand that you're going to be fed bullshit. You're going to have twisted stories. You're going to have idiots in ghillie suits. You're going to have people who want to become famous and spread fake news or a fake encounter. Okay? But there's ample evidence. Okay? But speak to First Nations peoples and speak to people who have had encounters. Do your research, do your homework, read newspaper articles, etc. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. You be good, you be safe, and do your bloody homework. Thank you.